Coach, another interesting day. This week we got it right, but a draw.
That's right, yeah. It's pretty rare to play in draws. I think in a long time I've been coaching, there's very few times we've had draws. And it's an interesting dynamic actually how you deal with it, because you can sort of feel like you've got control of a game and didn't quite get it, but at the same time still reflect on the fact that your team's making good progress to be able to take on a team that's higher on the ladder and almost get all the points right off them.
Interesting game today, really low scoring game.
Yeah.
It was almost an arm wrestle for the whole game, and it never really looked like either team was going to break away.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's about how it... it's just seemed one of those ones that if you could sort of get to, say, 10 points and then get the next one, it felt like that would be a long, long way. But I think we look at the fact that the first quarter, when the opposition certainly were more efficient than we were, they probably had as big a lead at quarter time as perhaps there's been for the day. And I mean, I'm only going over it without really checking it, but that was 14 points. Don't know whether there was that much difference from quarter time on. So in a way, our blokes have run them down, got ourselves into a position where maybe we could have won it, but we certainly fought back into the game really well.
Obviously, the last couple of weeks we've stood here and we've talked about the last quarters and what's been a bit of a fadeaway in the last quarter. Statistically, we didn't have that fadeaway today. Everything that we did pointed towards a real improvement in that regard.
Yeah, and that was one of the internal focuses for the day, to say, well, all right, there'd been a little bit of a pattern emerging in recent weeks with our last quarters. So let's fix that first, not just try and climb the mountain in one hit, but just bit by bit improve. And that one thing that we wanted to improve was try and be more consistent. And I thought our last quarter in many aspects was very good.
It was a win for the system today because there was 8 changes in the side, all of them forced through injury, unavailability or otherwise. We brought players in, we changed players around that were playing different roles to normal, yet we still had the output that we did today where all of our KPIs indicated that we were above or where we needed to be.
Yes, that's right, yeah. And so that's a good endorsement for the overall way that we prepare our players. So you've heard me on a Thursday night repeatedly say at our final team meeting for the week, well, hang on a minute, there's blokes coming in, there's blokes going out, but our systems and how we're trying to teach our boys hasn't changed. So a player goes out of the side and is replaced by a player, but you don't replace the role. What you try and do is you try and teach a boy and have the confidence and faith in his ability to come in and play that particular role because you think you've done some necessary work to help prepare him for the task.
From a, I suppose, outside point of view, a little bit of the stand open today, you could really feel an atmosphere in that last quarter that's giving us a bit of a preview of what it's going to be like when this Coliseum is open up for business. It was pretty exciting having 260 people in that stand and really just riding every wave in that last quarter.
Oh yeah, I think whether it's players or staff or spectators, we're all going to be beneficiaries of the good work that's been done to develop Eureka Stadium. And we're on the verge of having a capital city experience right here in Ballarat, continuing to remind Greater Western Victoria that we are the capital of this particular part of the world, that people are welcome to come to Eureka Stadium, and I mean it's going to be something that it's a stadium and a facility and a community asset which we're going to be enormously proud of, and we saw a glimpse of that today.
Development round this week again, another chance to reset the batteries and a good time too. There's a few boys with a few niggles that may have missed this week that could have come up, but give them that week, get them through the development round, and they'll be tipped up for the game on the July the 8th against the Rangers. Yeah,
and I think the other thing too, Sean, is that we've got an increasing number of games at home. So, I think as our blokes begin to play here more, the benefits of playing at home, plus the benefits of getting to know our particular stadium, challenging the opposition to drive to Ballarat and come out of their comfort zone. I'm looking forward to the second half of the year, particularly on the back of what we saw today from quarter time on.
Thanks, Coach. Let's go and sit in the new stand and watch the Roosters.
We will. Thanks, Sean.